Senator, are my expectations out of whack?
Sean, you're exactly right. Your expectations are what the American people are rightly demanding. We need to get the job done. We've got to mandate an overwhelming victory from the voters in November. They've given us a Republican president, Republican heads of every agency, and Republican majorities in both houses of Congress. We don't have any more excuses. We need to get the job done. And the big four that we promise the American people is repeal the train wreck that is Obamacare. We've got to get that done. Major tax cuts, major tax reform. We've got to get that done. Regulatory reform, getting Washington off the backs of small businesses and job creators, and confirming constitutionalists to the U.S. Supreme Court and the federal courts. If we do those four, this could be the most productive Congress in decades. And if we don't do any of them, it will be a heartbreaking missed opportunity.
Listen, I see that your plan and the president's plan are almost identical. I can live with either one, and the American people would benefit. You add energy independence to that. You're right about justices. You build 400 miles, 300 miles of the wall, and you show you're getting that job done. And Republicans could have the best year they ever dreamed of in 2018. But it's not happening. And do you agree that the Republicans, especially in the Senate, have pushed the president into the arms of the Democrats now, and he's got to look for alternatives?
Well, look, I think the president is frustrated. I think the American people are frustrated because we're not getting the job done. On Obamacare, we came one vote short. It was beyond, it made your head explode. But let me tell you, on Obamacare, we're going to get the job done. I believe failure is not an option. I've told Mitch McConnell, I've told other senators, we need to keep at it till we honor that promise, and critically, we lower premiums and give people more choices, more options, put you in charge of your health care. On tax reform, we got to do it. And what the president just said that you aired earlier on the show, simple and fair. Put it on a postcard. Get rid of those 9 billion hours that we waste filling out forms, paying accountants, paying lawyers. Make it simple, fair, and focus on jobs. Let small businesses create more jobs,
Senator,
raise wages. If we get the economy booming, we cut taxes, repeal Obamacare, we'll have a terrific election in 2018. If we don't get any of it done, we'll have a terrible election in 2018.
Senator, here's your plan. Now, it's what I've been saying. It's what the president's been saying. It's simple. Give the middle class a tax cut, corporate tax cuts, repatriation, file on a postcard. I agree with you 100%. And you add that to energy jobs, and you've got millions of Americans now working, and you got money flowing into Washington. You guys will have more money than you ever dreamed of. And Newt Gingrich told me he thinks it's about a 50% shot we get that done. Those aren't great odds to me.
Well, and let me emphasize a couple of points from the tax speech I gave today. Number one, the president said today he wants a big, big tax cut. There's some Republicans in Congress that are talking about making tax reform revenue neutral. Revenue neutral means they're not cutting taxes. They're just moving money around from one bucket to another. We don't need revenue neutral. We need a big tax cut on you, on families who are struggling, on small businesses. We need a Reagan-esque tax cut that unleashes incredible growth. And I laid out today how we do it. We do that under the budget rules by having a 30-year budget window, which means we can have a big tax cut that isn't revenue neutral, that lasts for 30 years and unleashes booming growth. Let me make a second point, which is something I called for today, which is total expensing, immediate expensing of capital expenditures. What that does, if you're a farmer, it lets you buy a new tractor. If you're a steel worker, it lets the company invest in a new steel factory. If you're a truck driver, it lets you buy a new truck. We care about jobs here in America, Main Street jobs, manufacturing jobs, union jobs, blue-collar jobs. Immediate expensing unleashes incredible growth. I think that's a very important part of tax cuts and tax reforms that we're pushing forward.
Senator, you mentioned that you still think the window's open on health care. One of the proposals, and as a conservative, I always kind of like the idea of sending stuff back to the states. Lindsey Graham has that proposal. I talked to Dave Bratt and I talked to Mark Meadows. They support it, but they said the devil is in the details.
Sure.
Something that could work, is that maybe the alternative? Maybe you get it done by the 30th using reconciliation or considering reconciliation?
I think Lindsey Graham's proposal could easily be part of the solution. I am a big, big believer in federalism, sending things to the states, empowering the states. You know, that's something, if Lindsey's proposal brings a few moderates on board, great. And let different states have different approaches. Let a John Kasich in Ohio have one approach, and let a conservative like Greg Abbott in Texas have a different approach. That's why we've got 50 states.
Absolutely.
And
that's why
I
I'll move
think
to
we're
Texas.
close on Obamacare. I think
Senator, look, I want to say one last thing.
Sure.
I'm really, I can't tell you the type of feedback I'm getting from my audience on radio and TV. They are livid. They're apoplectic. And I will say this, you on healthcare, you keep saying on the economy, keep your promises. The Freedom Caucus is working day and night with you and together to keep their promises. If these guys don't wake up, you're the only few people I trust in Washington now. It's really despicable.
Well, Sean, the role I'm trying to play is do everything I can to help and encourage the president to go in a positive direction, not a negative direction, and to bring Republicans together, talking to conservatives and moderates and leadership and the president, the administration, saying, everyone, look, if we do our job, just keep our word, the economy booms, we see more jobs, and that's a win-win for everyone.
Why does it have to be so hard? Senator, I do appreciate you keeping your promises. It means a lot to us. Thank you.